Has your life become a cacophony of ringing phones and honking cars? Imagine instead contemplating the quiet beauty of a lily pond. In this hectic world, just the sight of water can restore a sense of inner calm. So it's no surprise that water gardens have become tremendously popular. They are elegant, peaceful, and easy to make. How easy? Well, let's find out from our house doctor, Ron Hazelton. He's in Hillsdale, New Jersey, where he's created a water garden for the final installment of our series, Great Garden Escapes. Hello, Ron.
Hello, Elizabeth. Isn't that beautiful?
It is gorgeous.
You know, it's hard to believe that just a few days ago, there was just a patch of lawn right here. I'd like you to meet Audrey and Dave Stewart. It was their back lawn that we put the garden in. Guys, how's it been having this?
Oh, it's been great. We use it all the time.
We've been able to sit, relax, and talk to each other.
Fantastic. You know, the incredible part is it took us just a little over a day to make this. Let me show you what we did.
The first step in creating a water garden is to decide where you want it, and then lay out the shape using a garden hose. Greg Whitstock designs and builds water gardens for his firm Aquascape.
You generally want these curves soft or...
Yeah, soft curves, just like it would form in nature. You want to make this contour into the natural landscaping, and with the trees here and with the actual setting of the slope, I think this should be a pretty good shape that we have right now.
After deciding on the shape of the pond, mark it on the ground using a can of spray paint. Your pond should also be enjoyed from inside your home, so before you break ground, check out the indoor view. The key to a low-maintenance pond with crystal clear water is a filter system like those used in swimming pools.
This pond is actually going to have two filters. This one works much like the filter on a fish tank, and follow me over here, Ron. On this side, we're going to have a mechanical filter that's going to handle surface debris. In the back of this, we have a flexible pipe that will go between the two and recirculate the water.
It's time to start digging. The excavated dirt, rather than being hauled away, is piled around the edge of the pool. It will eventually form a decorative mound or berm that will conceal the larger filter. The skimmer filter is set into a hole so that water from the pond can flow into it. This pond will be 2 feet deep in the center. The sides are dug so that they're stepped down like terraces. Several bowls are cut into the bottom. Later, these will become built-in containers for water lilies. Once the hole for the pond is dug, a fabric underlayment is placed inside to protect the pond liner from protruding rocks and roots. Next, the plastic liner itself is laid in place. The crew makes sure it's properly formed over the ledges and carefully tucked into curves and corners. This liner, with an expected life of up to 50 years, is what gives the pond its ability to hold water. The bowls that were earlier formed into the bottom are now filled with cat litter, which will provide a growing medium for the water plants we'll be putting in later. Next, large rocks, 6 to 12 inches in diameter, are stacked against the vertical sides of the terraces. A backyard water garden comes alive at night with the installation of low-voltage underwater lighting, and you can control those lights automatically with an inexpensive timer like this. Finally, 1 to 2 inches of gravel and pebbles are placed on the pond bottom, completely concealing the plastic liner and protecting it from the sun. Once the rocks and gravel have been washed and the muddy water pumped out, aquatic plants are set into place as the pond is being filled with clean water. Excavated soil surrounding the pond is now shaped and contoured to blend in with the environment. Rocks are laid in place to create a waterfall. Ed Ballou, a water garden designer, explains how it's done.
The trick, Ron, is to find rocks that have a nice flat edge on it, and then when I position them, I want to make sure they're level from side to side and leaning slightly forward so it looks like the water is crashing down a series of steps bouncing around towards the bottom pool.
To create a natural setting for the water garden, the edge of the pond and the mound under which the filter is buried are planted with terrestrial plants that blend with the yard environment. Finally, it's time to turn on the pump and get ready to enjoy a piece of paradise.
Now, one final point here. A garden like this, a water garden like this, really requires very little maintenance, provided it's ecologically balanced. Now, that means having plants, fish, and natural bacteria in here, and of course, a good filter system like the one you saw us install. Remember, this filter is underneath that waterfall over there.